Namaskar, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, students, scholars, teachers, trainers, professors, professionals, officer, official listener learners. I welcome all respected doctors and directors. I welcome honorable minister managers. I welcome honorable advocates, advertiser, administrative advisors. I welcome the most honorable President Mr. Modi ji. I, Dr. Rakesh from USA, heartily cordially welcome. It is really nice time, nice place, nice section today that we are explaining, defining, expressing our holy Indian spiritual, social, cultural, constitutional identities in the form of unity and diversity. नारी शक्ति की सेवा पीएम से लोकसभा में चर्चा के दौरान राहुल गांधी के बयान पर होना, ममता बनर्जी का बीजेपी पर बड़ा आरोप, राजनाथ सिंह देश से माफी मांगे राहुल। ममता बनर्जी ने एजेंसियों के जरिए डराने का लगाया आरोप, महिला आरक्षण अधिनियम 2023 देश में लागू, महिला आरक्षण अधिनियम से जुड़ा नोटिफिकेशन जारी। सुवेंदु अधिकारी तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने फर्जी प्रेस आईडी बनाई। राज्यसभा के उपसभापति अग्रणी मित्रा पॉल बीजेपी 200 सीटों के साथ सरकार बनाई, टीएमसी प्रत्याशी 2 शीश। उद्योग मंत्री संजीव अरोड़ा के ठिकानों पर ईडी का छापा पंजाब से। राहुल गांधी के खिलाफ दोहरी नागरिकता मामले में एफआईआर दर्ज करने का आदेश। कथित ब्रिटिश नागरिकता मामले में हाई कोर्ट की लखनऊ में। घरेलू एलपीजी और पेट्रोल डीजल की सप्लाई सामान्य, पेट्रोलियम मंत्रालय से। बीजेपी और तृणमूल के बीच तीखी सियासी जंग जारी। भारत के यूएन में होर्मुज स्ट्रेट। भारत का पश्चिमी एशिया में तनाव जल्द खत्म करने का आग्रह है। ममता बनर्जी का बीजेपी पर बड़ा आरोप, इजराइल और लेबनान के बीच 10 दिन का संघर्ष विराम शुरू। आईपीएल आज गुजरात और कोलकाता के बीच मुकाबला। संसद के बजट स्तर की 3 दिवसीय विशेष कार्यवाही जारी। आज शाम तीनों अहम विधेयकों पर होगा मतदान। बीजेपी 200 सीटों पर। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने सभी सांसदों से की अपील। महिला आरक्षण के पक्ष में करें मतदान पीएम से। नारी शक्ति की सेवा का ये बहुत बड़ा अवसर। जनादेश 2026 बंगाल के चुनाव जंग। भजनलाल शर्मा ने ममता सरकार को लगाया भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप। राजनाथ सिंह से देश से काफी मांगे राहुल, देश से माफी मांगे राहुल। बीजेपी और तृणमूल के बीच तीखी सियासी जंग जारी। महिला आरक्षण अधिनियम 2023 देश भर में लागू। महिला आरक्षण अधिनियम से जुड़ा नोटिफिकेशन जारी। ममता बनर्जी ने एजेंसी के जरिए डराने का लगाया आरोप। राज्यसभा के उपसभापति टीएमसी प्रत्याशी देवाशीष के घर पर आयकर विभाग का छापा। तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने फर्जी प्रेस आईडी। अग्रणी मित्रा पॉल बीजेपी 2000 सीटों के साथ सरकार बनाएगी। राहुल गांधी के खिलाफ दोहरी नागरिकता मामले में एफआईआर दर्ज करने का आदेश। बंगाल परिवर्तन के लिए तैयार है हेमंत बिश्वा शर्मा। घरेलू एलपीजी और पेट्रोल डीजल की सप्लाई सामान्य, पेट्रोलियम मंत्रालय से। देवेंद्र फडणवीस से बंगाल में बदलाव होगा। भजनलाल शर्मा ने ममता सरकार को लगाया भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप। भारत का पश्चिमी एशिया में तनाव जल्द खत्म करने का आग्रह। बीजेपी और तृणमूल के बीच तीखी सियासी जंग। इजराइल और लेबनान के बीच 10 दिन का संघर्ष विराम शुरू। No state will be discriminated against in delimitation. Modi says those who oppose women's quota bill will not be forgiven. From New Delhi, Prime Minister Modi on Thursday asserted that no state, big or small, north or south, east or west, will be discriminated against in the delimitation of constituencies linked with the implementation of women quota law, and warned that those who oppose this reform will not be forgiven by the women of the country. Intervening in the debate in Lok Sabha on the three bills introduced for amendment of the Women's Quota Law and to set up a delimitation commission, Modi also made it clear that the proportion of Lok Sabha seats in any state will not come down as a result of the delimitation exercise. There will be no change in that proportion of Lok Sabha seats either, and the increase will also be in the same proportion, he said. Modi also said the ruling dispensation. Modi also said the ruling dispensation does not want credit for implementation of the Women Reservation Law in 2029 and offered to give credit to the opposition. If you oppose it, it is natural that I will gain political benefit, but if you walk along, no one will gain any political advantage, he said. The Prime Minister said that no one should remain under the illusion that they are giving something to the women of this country as reservation in legislature in their right. We don't want credit. If you want me to use the word guarantee, I use the word guarantee. If you want me to make a promise, I use the word promise because if the intention is clear, there is no need to play games with words, he said. Lok Sabha on Thursday took up the Constitution 31st Amendment Bill 2026, the Union Territories Laws Amendment Bill 2026, and the Delimitation Bill 2026 for debate and passage. PM bets for peace amid very tense global situation from New Delhi. The world is going through a very tense situation impacting all nations, PM Narendra Modi said on Thursday, pitching for bringing lasting peace to Ukraine and West Asia as military conflict cannot solve any problem. Modi made the remark after holding wide-ranging talks with Austria's Federal Chancellor Christian Stoker that focused on significantly ramping up bilateral ties in area of trade, defense and infrastructure. In their talks, Modi and Stoker deliberated on the consequences of the conflicts in West Asia and Ukraine on global economy and vowed to work jointly to mitigate them. The world is going through a very tense situation today and it is affecting all of us, Modi said. Iran deal hopes rise, nuclear issues linger. Optimism grew Thursday that the Iran war may be near an end, with a source saying a Pakistani mediator had made a breakthrough on sticky issues. Although Iran said the fate of its nuclear program had not been resolved, the US and Pakistan have been talking up prospectors for a deal after nearly 7 weeks of war, with US President Donald Trump saying the accord would open the Strait of Hormuz. Lieutenant co-founder Hamza shot at by unknown gunman in Lahore. Hamza has been shifted to a hospital for treatment. He is regarded as Al-Utai's second most important leader after its chief Hafiz Shahid from Lahore. SpiceJet Akasha planes collide at Delhi airport, give Chadha security center to Punjab government. Month after RS elections, Congress suspends 5 MLAs for cross-voting from Chandigarh. The Congress on Thursday suspended all 5 MLAs accused of cross-voting against the party candidate in the March 16 Rajya Sabha elections. High Court dismisses Ahmed Khan's NSA detention plea. Supreme Court rejects Anil Ambani's pleas against High Court against pleas against Supreme Court rejects Anil Ambani's pleas against High Court order from New Delhi. The Supreme Court on Thursday dismissed the pleas of the pleas of industrialist Anil Ambani. Court says attach police offices over unpaid dues to constable from Patiala. The assets include office building, furniture and equipment such as fans, chairs, ACs, almirahs, computers and printers. A Patiala civil court has ordered attachment of properties of senior Punjab police officers after the state failed to clear dues of Constable Gurvinder Singh. Can your bond stand the test of screen time? A vast majority of Indians admit they are distracted by their phones in conversations with their significant others. This can put needless pressure on their bond and reduce relationship satisfaction. Youth shot dead in car in Amritsar, from Amritsar. Namdhari sacked Clement Dalip Singh declared a proclaimed offender from Mohali. Dalip Singh is accused in the murder of Mother Chandkar, killing of people over and alleged conspiracies targeting Satguru Uday Singh. Fish deaths in Satluj linked to pollution and bacterial infection, claims group from Bathinda. ISI module busted one hand with 4 grenades from Amritsar. Bring women spotted existing RSCs from Man Chandigarh. Looted state for 15 years, now acting like savior. CM Sam SAD at Batala rally from Batala. Punjab reports 2 farm fires from Bathinda. Transgender person murdered from Bathinda. Man kills bro over money dispute from Bathinda. Bomb hoax in Barnala schools from Bathinda. Center asks Punjab to provide jet category security to Chadha. Asked Delhi police to do same. From Chandigarh, the center has asked the Punjab government and Delhi police to provide jet category security to AAP Rajya Sabha MP Raghav Chadha within their jurisdiction amid reports that his jet plus covered provided by the Punjab government had been withdrawn, revealed a communication sent to Punjab government on Wednesday. ED searches continue at locations linked to Mittal from Jalandhar. Tardy procurement sparks found, union style opponents criticism from Chandigarh or Bathinda. Tamil Nadu Vijay announces 2500 rupees monthly ad 8-gram gold for women from Chennai. If Chanakya was alive, he would be startled by Shah's politics steward from New Delhi. Supreme Court flags lack of trust between West Bengal government and EC. Rejects plea on officers transfers from New Delhi. Nearly 23% of the West Bengal candidates in phase 1 called face criminal cases. Military conflict can't solve issues, PM amid very tense global scene from New Delhi. EC ramps up Bengal poll review as secured hit 416 crore rupees from New Delhi. Aviation sector faces 18k crore rupees losses, report says from New Delhi. HUL hikes prices of select goods as input costs soar from Mumbai. Coders favor AI over community farms from Bengaluru. Cafe 3 norms, government quota, government auto farms need to flesh out consensus rules set to kick in from 2027 and will be effective till 2032 from New Delhi. Benchmarks closes lower on profit taking from Mumbai. Rippling appoints Sonia Karandikar as India's site leader from Bangalore. No need for unilateral 301 from India to US says both nations negotiating trade deal bilaterally counters USTR investigation from New Delhi. While rejecting the US trade representatives claims for Section 301 investigation against India, government had said that concerns should be addressed bilaterally when negotiations for a trade agreement are underway and not through unilateral measures. Strong ASML TSMC forecast signal AI spending boom is intact. Nasdaq sets record highs as investors return to technology stocks. Repayments unaffected by West Asia warned Exim Bank from Mumbai. Wipro profit dips amid steady revenue. Uttar Pradesh's defining transformation over, empowering women through flagship initiatives like Mission Shakti, establishing Mission Shakti centers in every police station in the state, supporting 26.81 lakh daughters of the state through Mukhyamantri Kanya Sumangal Yojana, fostering self-reliance in 1.06 crore women from rural communities in Uttar Pradesh State Livelihood Mission, supporting 60 lakh mothers through Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, financially empowering 18.55 lakh women through Lakhpati Didi Yojana, distributing dry ration to 60,000 women groups. BC Sakhis have facilitated financial transactions exceeding 42,711 crore rupees and generated earnings of over 116 crore rupees, supporting marriages of 5.20 lakh daughters in the state. Golden years of women empowerment. For the last 9 years, the Uttar Pradesh government has steadfastly championed women's empowerment through a suite of transformative, holistic initiatives. The flagship Mission Shakti scheme seamlessly integrates safety, dignity, and self-reliance, deploying dedicated women's help desk, pink police stations, and rapid response teams to combat atrocities effectively and ensure swift, impartial justice for all. Economic upliftment flourishes via landmark schemes like Mukhyamantri Kanya Sumangala Yojana, offering comprehensive financial aid from birth to higher education and graduation, alongside the Ladli Pension Yojana supporting widows and destitute women. Skill development programs under Vishwakarma Yojana and widespread women self-help groups have ignited entrepreneurship, while free education drives, sanitary pad distribution, and robust anti-dowry campaign have vigorously promoted gender parity and societal harmony. These pioneering reforms are profoundly elevating women's status, fostering a secure, empowered sisterhood that thrives across the vast expanse of the state. Why our children are feeling so low? Many of us have mixed memories of our childhood. A good portion of joyful moments, a certain number of painful memories, a few life changing experiences, and many routine recollections. These memories exist in a cohesive narrative that continues to give us a unique sense of who we are, what we want, and how the world is. This narrative got created as well, lived, lived our lives, experienced our emotion, shared it with those around us, and learned how to find meaning in our lives. It is this narrative which tells us that despite all cycles of ups and downs, life is beautiful and worth living, but an increasing number of our children are grappling with our disconnected narrative of darkness, agony and suffering. A lot of them feel and express that life is very painful, traumatic and difficult. Rates of self-harm and suicidal thoughts have increased alarmingly by 22% in children in recent times, according to a study published in the Journal of Social Psychiatry and Psychiatric Epidemiology. How do we understand and deal with this worrying trend? An important positive factor behind this phenomena is loneliness. When children feel low, they need a person who loves them and has a fair degree of patience and wisdom to tell them what is happening, how they can soothe themselves and find a meaning in their experience. Adults are too busy and too fatigued to deal with children's emotional turmoil. Consequently, children are left to themselves, their peer group, and their young role models on social media to make sense of their pain. The result is that children keep telling themselves that life is traumatic, the other children around them keep reaffirming it, and social media keeps on endorsing it. There is nobody to tell them that this is not the reality. It is just one way of many ways of looking at reality. Life continues to feel dark if we keep focusing on trauma, misery, and pain. Change happens when we start noticing and not valuing the silver lining in the dark cloud. So, what is the silver lining that we can encourage our children to notice? I can think of two very important virtues that we seem to have forgotten. The first is gratitude, acknowledging and appreciating the small joys that life offers us daily, the things we often take for granted and do not feel thankful for. The second is perceiving pain as an opportunity. We often feel that pain is an anomaly and it should be a part of our life. However, we don't realize that it is this pain that tests our endurance, and if we can find a way to face it with wisdom, it can offer us tremendous self-growth. But these are the virtues that we can neither teach our children nor AI can explain them. These virtues can be appreciated and adopted by children only when they spend a lot of time with adults who personify these traits. That's why, as parents, grandparents, teachers, and as a conscious society, it is now very crucial to prioritize children in our lives. Urge MPs to understand nation's collective will. BJP National President and Rajya Sabha member argues why all parties must rise above partisanship and forge a consensus on the three bills being debated in Parliament. The 3 day special session is a historic occasion. Parliament deliberates on transformative bills that will prove to be milestone in resisting the dream of a developed nation. Under PM's leadership, GUI experts support from all political parties. This expectation exists because the bill isn't merely constitutional procedure, rather it marks a historic moment that will give a new dimension to society's fundamental thinking. Nari Shakti Vandan Act is at a decisive turning point. It will ensure that from the next general election, women will have full participation in parliament and all legislative assemblies and their voices firmly included in policy making with one-third representation. PM has placed women's security, dignity, and respect at the center of his policies. He made women's honor and empowerment his highest priority. GUI has developed a comprehensive framework of skills to empower women every stage of their lives. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao changed societal attitude towards daughters, boosting both their confidence and opportunities. Mudra Yojana enabled women to become financially self-reliant. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Lakshmi of the household awarded house ownership. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana secured the financial future of daughters. Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana freed women from smoke, improving their quality of life. Mission Indradhanush, I improved the health of mothers and children through vaccination, strengthening the foundation of a safe life. Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana provided nutritional and financial support to pregnant women, enhancing their health. Triple Talaq abolition freed Muslim women from injustice, strengthening their dignity and rights. Har Ghar Jal made life easier for women by ensuring water supply at home. Lakpati Didi initiative empowered women economically and encouraged them toward self-reliance. All these examples are testament to GY's unwavering commitment to women's
empowerment. Now, Nari Shakti Bandhan Act will ensure their active role in policy making. From 2029, women will have 33% representation in the parliamentary system, be empowered, play a decisive role in policy making, and emerge as a strong voice of the nation. A closer look reveals that this is not just a superficial effort to increase the number of women in parliament, rather, it represents a refinement of our social, cultural, philosophical, and historical tradition in essence of that modern Sanatani thought system whose foundations were shaped by great women sagas like Gargi, Matre, Arundhati, Akwala, Ghosha, Vishwara, Sulabha, Shikata, and Shashwati. From composing Vedic hymns to contributing across various spheres of life, they demonstrated profound insight, elevated thinking, and exceptional intellect. In the making of modern India, a benevolent and visionary queen like Ahilyabai set high standards of governance and public welfare through her administrative excellence. Rani of Jhansi, through her ultimate sacrifice for the motherland and love for the nation, established an enduring example of the spirit of sacrifice among Indian women in world history. In the making of present day India as well, the contribution of India's daughters has been extraordinary. From social reform effort of Savitribai Phule or to Dr. Ananditibai Gopal Joshi's pioneering medical journey and scientific excellence of missile women, Tessie Thomas women have proven their capabilities in every field. On the sports field, PV Sindhu, Mary Kom, Mithali Raj and Sena Nehwal have made the nation proud. In the world of art and music, legendary voices like Lata Mangeshkar and Asha Bhosle made their mark globally through their musical mastery. This list is endless and clearly demonstrates that women play from Munir why and what it means. Many Pak generals have cozied up to US presidents. So this version isn't surprising. Deals like on cryptocurrency, stock language. Why are markets rising? Perhaps strength shown by US and Iran speaks louder than words. When Jan Nassi Munir landed in Tehran on Wednesday armed with an American truce software, he was following up on the weekend 21 hours of direct US-Iran negotiations held in Islamabad, the most substantive bilateral engagement between Washington and Tehran since the searing of diplomatic relations in 1979, that Pakistan provided both a venue and diplomatic channel for this extraordinary encounter should not come as a total surprise. Confidence, mother's presence, Vaishali's biggest strengths from New Delhi. Iran participating in World Cup. FIFA chief confirms Arsenal scrap past Sporting to reach semi-finals from London. Byron late show sings Real Madrid in epic from Munich.